Okay.
Cause I'm a Christian now, and things will never again be the same. I know the old is past, for all I think and do anew. Even in troubled times, Jesus let me know He's still in charge. And now I have no fear or doubt, because I know He's there. Oh, in this day, Jesus and me doing fine, holding me right all the time, telling me that He is mine, makes me keep Him on my mind. He's on my mind, makes me keep Him on my mind. Jesus is on my mind. Yeah. Ooh. Well, He may laugh at me because you think I'm going mad. But my mind is made up now against the devil and this world. Feels so good, and do you feel so good living like the children of this world? But I've got Jesus with me, and now I live for Him. Oh, in this day, Jesus and me doing fine, loving me right all the time, telling me that He is mine, makes me keep Him on my mind. He's on my mind, makes me keep Him on my mind. Jesus is on my mind. Jesus and me doing fine, loving me right all the time, telling me that He is mine, makes me keep Him on my mind. He's on my mind, makes me keep Him on my mind. So start your life out right with Jesus now. You will be glad that you did. He'll do it for you like He did for me. Now His Spirit helps me out to share His love. I share the secret that keeps Him on my mind. Yes, Jesus and me, we're just doing fine. Oh, in this day, Jesus and me doing fine, holding me right all the time, telling me that He is mine, makes me keep Him on my mind. He's on my mind, makes me keep Him on my mind. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus and me doing fine, holding me right all the time, telling me that He is mine, makes me keep Him on my mind. He's on my mind, makes me keep Him on my mind. Jesus is on my mind. Jesus and me doing fine, holding me right all the time, telling me that He is mine, makes me keep Him on my mind. Oh, He's on my mind, makes me keep Him on my mind. Jesus is on my
Hello, hello, hello. Hello, hello, hello. This is me. This is your sister. This is your friend. And this is your girl, Evelyn Marsh. I am so excited to be here today. Very, very excited. And I am here. Look, let us just say we are testing this thing, okay? This is a new platform that we are on, and we are testing it to see, because we have great topics coming up, and we want everyone to be involved. So we have to switch. So today, my co-host, my personal handbag, my beauty box, my
Correct.
poo,
Correct.
we are here live to test this. We didn't want to not come on today because we are used to coming on, and I know that um our listener out there, you are getting used to seeing us on the Evelyn Marsh Network. So we had to make it happen today. Though we have an event to go to. So we're not here for long, probably 30 minutes. But I'm here to say welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello again. This is the Evelyn Marsh Network, and this is me. And I am here with my Pujupu, and I will have her introduce herself. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. How you doing? My name is Jonetta. I am here on the Evelyn Marsh Network, where you do not want to miss all the hot topic. And
Yes.
it's educational topic now, so you don't want to miss it.
Yep,
So
yep,
come on, join in, like the button said right there. Subscribe, like the channel, and follow us for
yep.
more update and upgrades
Yes.
for
And
life.
please share. Please share. Please share because you are
Yes.
here. There are others who are not able to be on today, and they will be able to watch it. Leave your comments. As you can see, the topic is youth empowerment, the theme, and we are discussing building a healthy or strong relationship with your children. And so we are here to just kick this off today. And we're going to go right into it. We also have the number on the screen, 612-426-1353. We are upgrading, guys. We are upgrading. This is getting serious. I get you.
Oh, so easy. Oh.
Oh, the easy. Oh, it's getting serious. This is fun. We love it. We love it. We love it. So we love it that we are able to talk to you, and you can talk back to us. So I will go to Jonetta. She's young, but she have kids. Okay, and she will have to tell us, as young as she is,
Oh, Lord.
um how how is the relationship with she and her children. But before I have her come in, we are here to learn from each other. So again, leave your comments, questions, and what have you. I know that to start off with, I know that parenting is a tough thing. It's really tough. It is not easy to constantly put yourself aside and focus on others, you know, the
Mm-hmm.
kids' feelings and making them happy. Then you have your husband added to the list and stuff like that. So it is not easy, but we are here to learn together. How can we build a strong and a healthy relationship with our children? It is getting crazy out there, y'all. So many things are happening in the culture we find ourselves in this day and age. Is not easy. But how can we build? It's all about youth empowerment. We want to empower the youth, and we also want to be able to help ourselves through the process. So how do we build a strong and a healthy relationship with our children? Um, Jonathan, please come in. What do you have to say to this?
Oof. I didn't think this was gonna come to me today, but here is it. My thing here is building a healthy relationship with your children is very important, especially the word that we live in today. It is getting crazy, like you said out there. You don't know when you're leaving your house, you don't know if you're returning back to your kids safe and sound. But one thing, in building a strong relationship with your kids, God first, it all have to start from God. You have to teach your children the biblical principles. If it means getting up with them, doing Bible studies with them, doing prayer session with them, just praying with them before you leave for the day. And also, even if you don't get the chance to pray with them, Y'all make sure y'all have at least a little session at night as well. And also, you want to be able to have that connection with your child. Yes, you are the parent of that child, but not leaving, not forgetting to know that you are the parent. You want to have an open mind as well, that your child will be able to come to you openly to talk about anything, because you don't want people out there, or some, the word that we live in today out there, to be the teacher of those children. It should start from you. It should start from you. Open that open door policy, that your child is able to talk to you on anything, and you're able to guide them through. Not where, because on the typical area, we African parents, our way of communicating with children is yelling. You always want to yell at children. No. When your child have a problem with has a problem out there, you want that child to be able to come to you freely to discuss, where you can find a solution, or if it's something that's bothering them, that you want to just have that open door policy, that your child can easily talk to you, instead of finding somebody else out there to talk to that will lead them somewhere else. You know, for me, I do have that. Not a day my kids feel some type of way not talking to me. There are times when I'm mad, they know that mommy's mad, but later on they come and still talk to me about it. That's something you really want to build with your children.
Okay, okay. We know that the book of Proverbs 22:6 from the Bible talks about train up a child in a way he or she should go, that when he is old, he will not depart from it. Okay, and Ephesians 6:4, 1 to 4, according to my notes, or let's start from 1. It says, also children, obey your parents in the Lord, for this is right. We know we have all of these scriptures about children. Um, and the Bible also talks about, children are gifts from God and stuff like that. But um, building a relationship with your kids involve a lot. And I know nowadays we have parents, single parents, of course, have to work because they have to provide for the kids. Sometimes the kids 9 years old, 8, 7, and they have their own cell phone. You don't know what they are doing on the cell phone. Um, and sometimes they are more into the cell phone than into you as a
Mhm,
parent.
mhm.
They are stuck in their rooms, and very few parents will kind of um, go into the kid's cell phone probably to check on them. Most of the time, most parents, they are busy working, especially if you're a single parent and you have to provide for your kids. You are busy, constantly working, and the child is left alone, or your kids are left alone. Um, and some of them are being raised or growing, they are growing up with social media, with the TV, with the iPad, YouTube, and all of that. But like she said, you know, listen to your child. Create that safe place that your child is able to come to you
Yeah.
and be able to talk to you about anything, any and everything. You also have to be consistent, not part-time. It's not part-time. Uh, 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 you don't, where you working, 16 hours a day, and then the short time you at home, you are sleeping because you're tired. And when a child, even I am an educator, and most of the time I tell parents the iPad or the excessive
Hmm.
watching of iPad or time with iPad and TV
Mhm.
it doesn't help your child. It put them in that bubble because anything you listen to too much is in your head, and so you will hear your child. It's easier for them to communicate with what is on the TV, like singing the ABC song or doing quack, 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 whatever, just making no different sound because that's what they are used to. And that's what they see watching. So be consistent with giving your child your listening ears. Also be positive. Most of the time, parents will say negative things to their kids,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I would just say negative words. I'm not going to repeat some of those words. Yeah. So,
You it was
especially African kids, to the point who will say you will not amount to nothing. I
mm-hmm.
don't like your dad or like your mom, or whatever. And those words have power.
Facts. Yep.
And it play a major role. Remember, you are the parent. You, especially mothers, you took this child into your belly for 9 months. You talked to this child, you fed this child, you did everything. You clothed this child or shield this child, whatever. And you brought the child out. And I mean, from 2 years old or even from 1 year old, you will start using words on your child.
Mm-hmm.
It's a constant thing because you are angry. So
Mm-hmm.
I think we need to learn how to speak positively into our children's life
Mm-hmm.
instead of being negative. Even if you are mad with the father or the mother, the child is innocent.
Yep.
Another thing I want to throw out there is God saw you and trusted you.
Trusted
You
you.
know how
Mm.
many parents or how many mothers out there or women out there that looking for their own child.
Mm.
It's not happening. They have
Yep.
tried everything. It's not happening. But God trusted you. Trust me, if God has given that child the opportunity to say, choose Mary, this is how Mary life is, and this is how Anel life is. Do you want to go to Anel or do you want to go to Mary? The child will choose. But the child have no say so in choosing you as a mother. God chose you and God trusted you and knew that you would do a great job. And that's the reason why he sent that child to you. So again, like I said, parenting is tough, but you have to try your best. And sometimes you try, I do know that. We all know that. But just try a little harder. So, with everything that I just said, listening to your child, be consistent, be positive. Jonathan,
Mm-hmm.
what do you have to add to that?
Consistency is one major thing that children need in life. They need that in life.
Yeah.
When you are consistent, that child remember, hey, my mom or my dad used to do this. When even it goes a long way when they are growing older, they remember those things that their parents taught them
Yeah.
because those were things that were consistent in their life. When the little things change, that child notices it and say, this is not the right way. They know what mommy or daddy do. So even if somebody else's comes in that house and try to switch things around, they know they will put that person on track. So that consistency is very important. And one thing, it was something that, let me just share a little story. I remember every time when my husband is leaving for work, he will always, when I'm around now, he will always give me a kiss and give me a hug before leaving. So this is something that our children saw in the home. So there was this day he was rushing and he just took his bag and running out of the door. Oh, I see you guys. And then our daughter saw him leaving and said, Daddy, you did not give mommy a hug. You did not give mommy a kiss. Then he's like, I'm running to work. Okay, give mommy a hug and give mommy a kiss for me. She said, no. She said, you have to do it. So those are things that I'm just giving some kind of example because there was a little thing that was missing from there. And that child picked up on it. And she had to correct her dad. And dad came back and they were, even though he was rushing, but he came back and corrected that. So when a little thing is missing from the home, those children pick up on it because what? You are their first teacher. You are their first teacher growing up. Before somebody else comes in to start teaching your children, you are those children first teacher. So whatever you do in the home goes a long way. It goes a very long way. And uh, um, bringing those children up to, you want to continuously speak into their life positively, like you said. I remember watching some comedy on Facebook, and I don't even think that child is even 9 years old. I believe that child was around 7, and her mother was being arrested, wrongfully arrested. And that child started to talk back to those cops.
Hmm.
And everything that came out of her mouth was the F word,
Wow.
talking to the cops. And I'm looking at it like, whoa, that gotta be my child. Please come. And I'm begging for it, like to say, come. But those are things that our child saw in the home as well. Mommy and daddy always yelling at each other, throwing words at each other. So it is okay. It has become a custom to that child to use those language as well. Now, some of us, we growing up, let's say we have children and the other party, we are not together. Just because you and somebody not together doesn't mean you should put in that child head, oh, my mom is this or your dad is this to that one. Because mind you, that child is growing up. Mommy used to say my dad was X, Y, and Z. They
Mm-hmm.
take note of that. Daddy used to say my mommy is this.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever words that you speak to those children, it carries a long way. And even in the rundown, it plays on them.
Mm-hmm.
So we want to be very positive in our children's life. One thing that one everybody out there knows me. I joke around, and sometimes when you make me angry, I will go above and beyond and start using words on you. Now, mind you, that one don't happen in my home. It does not happen in my home because
Practice make perfect.
I remember when I first got with my husband, those were things that he laid down to me. Do not cuss me. Do not yell at me in front of my children. Do not this. And I'm telling you, the rundown went on. Even I'm angry with my husband, I cannot show it in front of my children. We played that happy because of that. It's hard for one of us to be angry at each other. It's very hard. But he knows when I'm angry. He knows it. He picks up on it.
Just our eyes alone.
Yes, just exactly.
And the face. The eyes and the face will tell it all.
So yeah, those are things because you want to keep a happy home that your children feel this is how mommy and daddy was. That love, it have to flow in the home, that when the children goes out there, they show that connection. They show that connection. And one thing again, I would just give another scenario. I remember my daughter went to school and somebody made fun of her, body shamed her. And she came home, she felt so like really down. And she told me, she said, Mommy, somebody said this to me and that to me. So I asked her, I said, who are you? And she's like, I'm a child of God. I said, no, who are you? You are a child of God, but who are you? I'm beautiful, I'm bright. And she started to echo those words to her, to me, because those are things I tell every one of them. Those words of affirmation, remembering that you are this, you are that. You being a child of God, one, but you are also this. So I asked her, I said, whatever words that that person used as you, are you that person? She said, no. It stuck in her head. But then I noticed that her behavior started to change because she still felt insecure because of whatever that person said to her. Now, it took some work, but we are somewhere today.
Yeah.
We are somewhere today. So you always want to leave a great impact in your children's life. You always want to show your children that they are loved before somebody else do that for you.
Yeah.
And when somebody else do that for you, your children are going the wrong direction. Because if you don't show it and that person out there show it, they start to run into that person's arms. That's how you see children running, and other people taking advantage of them today or tomorrow, because mommy or daddy never told me they loved me. Mommy or daddy never showed it that they love each other in the home. First and foremost, that home was never comfortable for anybody to live in, because of that way mommy and daddy behave at each other. Or even a single parent, because you're mad at something the dad or the mom may have said to you, you take that anger and that aggression on that child. And every time you look at that child, you just going left on them. The hatred flows from within. Like mommy said on this line here, that child did not get up and say, I want to come to this woman. God chose you for a reason. God knew that you could be a great impact in this child's life. So be that example that God has given you, and that God saw in you and gave that example and sent that child in your way. Be that example in that child's life. Because if you do not, the internet will teach your children.
Mm.
The internet will. And other people, other predators that are out there will teach your children.
Let me stop you right there. Let me stop you right there. Something came to mind when you said if you done, other people will. I went to this women conference, and it was mentioned that, and it is something that happened here in Minnesota.
Mm,
Just probably a month, out of 2 3 weeks or a month ago. This lady had her boyfriend, and she had her 9 years old child girl.
mm, mm,
Apparently this boyfriend and her started going out, I don't know when, but the girl was 9 years old when she got to know him, and he started molesting this little girl from the age of 9 years old. She didn't tell her mom. So he's sleeping with the mom, and he's sleeping with the 9 years old
look at
girl.
her.
And apparently he told her to keep it as a secret. You know, they have the way of kind of getting into these kids' minds and telling them what and what. And she had a cell phone as well, so they would text back and forth. As the story goes, he will come and say, oh, I'm taking the kids to the park, or I'm taking them here to the ice cream shop or something like that. And he would take she and the rest of her siblings, but not knowing that was his serious girlfriend as well. So it happened until the girl was 11 years old. He's still sleeping with her. Finally, she got pregnant. As I'm telling you, this is a story I got to hear at a woman conference, right? Women conference.
Wow.
And it happens here in Minnesota, I think about 3 weeks or a month now.
Whoa.
And the mom too got pregnant. And the girl, the 11 years old girl, is also pregnant. Now, the mom went to work. She always working. Didn't notice anything, any changes about her child, her daughter. This day while she was at work, the little girl started conversing. You know, sick, off and on and stuff like that. So the kids call the mom, say, oh, you know, we don't know what's going on. She's on the floor, she's off and on and stuff like that. So the mom came running from work, rushed her to the hospital, just to find out her daughter was 7 months pregnant. She's also pregnant.
Oh,
Her
Jesus.
daughter is 7 months pregnant at the age of 11 years old. How did this happen?
No care.
Long conversation. Let me call it short here. Finally, they had to take the baby out from her because she couldn't
Look at
carry
that
it anymore.
child life. Oh God.
Yeah, so they had to put the baby in the, how you call that?
Incubator.
Incubator.
Yeah.
put her in a
Jesus.
incubator, and there where the baby was. And then the mom too just had her on a baby.
Hmm.
So the 11 years old and the mom, I mean, finally, when they got the mom too started going off. I mean, she just couldn't believe it. Finally, they had to ask the girl, what happened? She says the mom boyfriend that is responsible for her pregnancy or for her baby. And poor 11 years old, they say all she's asking about, mom, can I go see my baby? Can I go see my baby? And the mom have no choice, though she have a young baby that she has just given birth to, taking her to the hospital back and forth to
Hmm.
take her baby. I mean, I
Not
don't
even a,
know,
oh, Jesus.
probably, but then again, the mom have to work. But I think they have a lot of resources out there for single parents. But the material things that you think you are working for to supply
Mm,
kids with,
mm,
it does not take the place of
mm-hmm,
you.
mm-hmm.
That child is longing for something else
Yeah,
other than the material things.
yeah.
Now let's switch it to God. God created us, right? He created everything. But God yearned for a relationship with us
Yeah.
because he cannot give himself that relationship. So if God who created us want a relationship with us, what more about us as human?
Mm-hmm.
We also want relationship from each other, from our mothers, our fathers, our partners, and stuff like that. So no amount of money or material things can take that place. So for mothers or those parents who feel that they have to work to do triple and double to bring in the money and they have to probably replace the material things, by buying these material things and giving it to the child, or because they feel bad that they can't be present all the time.
Mm.
What your child wants is your time.
That's fine.
Spending quality time with your child is very important. And I think if this mother was spending a lot more time with her child, she would
Yeah.
have noticed changes in her child. She would have noticed something, but she was busy working. And also trusting strangers around your children. Even it can be, and I know there are some cases where even the father can molest his own daughter. I know that. But that's
Oh,
why it's
yeah.
important for us to kind of open our eyes, okay?
Mm,
Be aware of our surrounding.
mm.
Check. Don't just leave your child like that. I'm talking about 11 years old who got pregnant. So you see the society we find ourselves in. So these things are happening. And so as parents, we need to really spend time with our kids. And just to add, before Jonetta come in, and then we'll be winding down, be a parent and not a friend. You are not your children or your child's friend.
Indeed.
You are a parent. And as a parent, it is your duty to guide your child. It is your duty to correct your child in love. It is your duty to redirect your child when he or she is going the wrong way.
Mm.
It's your duty to nurture your child, respect your child, show your child love. Your child, again, is not your friend. I
Mm-hmm.
see most of the time kids are talking to the parent any kind of way. You can love your child, but remember your child is not your friend. What do you have to add to that?
Well, to add to that, we as parents, we need to make sure we establish discipline. We have to establish discipline. Again, you are a parent first
Mm-hmm.
before that friendship. Me saying have an open door policy, that doesn't mean that child is your best friend, is your like the way they see their buddy, that's how they should talk to you. They can't just talk to you anyhow. You got to play that role as a parent.
Yeah.
Set that example, set that bar, that you have that open door policy to easily communicate with one another. That's not coming at you and yelling at you and anyhow, and then you yourself, because that child is afraid, I mean yelling at you, so you yourself, you are afraid to come near that child or to speak to that child or to discipline that child. One thing, I can't remember the actual verse, but it came out of Proverbs as well, and I think I posted it on Facebook one time. The Bible says, talks about it. It says, wickedness is in the heart of a child, but
Mm-hmm.
only the rod takes it out.
Video.
In Proverbs,
Plenty
most
there.
of us think that BT is not okay. BT is okay. I will flock you. But coming back to that, you don't want your child to be. And then one of my friends posted something earlier and says that the child behavior, the child going outside and their behavior, it speaks a lot of that parent. It speaks of who that parent is. So if your child is not well disciplined at home and that child steps out and see another older person, because that other person say, oh, please give me that something, or that child just going off. That's exactly what that child is doing at home. So that child do that outside. And now people start to look at the parents. Every child that is out there, we are the mirror of that child.
Mm-hmm.
So we need to establish disciplinary action. We have to put our children together. We have to be that parent. We have to show love. We have to have quality time with them. Just because you want to give your child the word, or because your child is rude and you don't even, some people buy love from their children because they have already spoiled that child. So how can I get my child to have a relation? How can I have a relationship with my child without me coming and say, "Oh, honey, let's spend time together. Let me buy my child love." That's how people do that. I've seen it in so many places. There's this guy that I know that he did not have relationship with his daughter. The daughter take more into the mom than him. And what he does is every time he wants to come to have that relationship with his two children, he have to bring something to bribe the daughter to come
Mm-hmm.
and spend time with him. Now everybody know girls, children, and their dad business
Yeah.
is very stink. But
Wow.
for this child not to have relationship with her father like that, and that father too, because he was never around. So now to build that relationship, I must buy something to bring my daughter over, to win my daughter over. That's spoiling your child. That's spoiling. You don't have to bribe, you don't have to buy love from that child. There's so many ways you can get that child to love you. You are the parent.
You
You
are
are the parent.
not a friend.
You are not a friend. So you buying that gift, it shows like you just want that friendship. Maybe when I get a friendship, then we'll take it from there. But you are not a friend. You are not a friend.
On
If you
that. Oh, go
go
ahead.
ahead.
No, you go in.
No, I'm just saying, if your child doesn't have that relationship with you, you create the atmosphere for that. You have to create that atmosphere for that child and you to bond. You have to create it wherever you think that is causing that. Find the root cause and build that relationship with your child, and also show them that you are the parent and you control things. They don't control you. But go ahead.
Thank you. Thank you. So we will take a little break and we'll come down to as we close this um discussion. We'll take a break and we will be right back. Again, if you are just joining us, we have the discussion and the topic. The theme is youth empowerment, and we are talking about parents building strong and healthy relationship with your children. We want to have kids coming up here. We're going to have different topics, and we're going to have kids coming to discuss and tell us. So we want to empower them, but we also want to listen from to them as well. So we're going to have a couple of kids coming on in a couple of weeks. Next Sunday we're going to have Prophetess Ari on. She have her concert coming up, so we're going to have her on here. The Sunday after that, we're going to have all kids coming on Sunday after Sunday to discuss about how they can be empowered, their relationship with their parents, and all the different topics. And it's all just to help empower our youth. So please comment, please like and share. We'll highly appreciate it. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we will be giving our last comments.
Everybody join me and say it's not over. It's not over. My life is a testimony of what God can do, yeah. He will make a way for you. He is able. Trust in the Lord, no matter what your situation.
Oh man, come on.
What happened?
For me, everybody join me and say it's not over. It's not over. My life is a testimony of what God can do, yeah. He will make a way for you. He is able. Trust in the Lord, no matter what your situation.
All right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. Trust in the Lord no matter what your situation may be. Whose report do you believe? Do you believe man's report, or you believe God's report? Again, this is the Evelyn Marsh Network, and we are here. This is a test. We are upgrading, and as you can see, is we are here to just test our I love to call it discussion time. Okay, to see because we don't want you to miss the important topics coming up, and so we are on youth empowerment and how can parents build a strong and a healthy relationship with their children. And we have the number on the screen. You can call, text, or whatever, 612-426-1353. We also asking you to please share, leave your comments, and like. At this time, I will ask Jonetta to give her parting statement, and then we're gonna close.
Alrighty. Again, as I stated earlier, let us try to build a good, healthy relationship with our children. It is very important. It is very, very important, especially in this day and age. And then we got the Gen Z. I remember growing up, thing was different for us. So, but let us try to build that healthy relationship for our children. Have an open mind that our children can freely talk to us. But again, for those out there, one thing I say, if you're struggling to bring your children to that area, you got a little boot camp on the line here. Minister Evelyn,
Cut it out. Cut it out.
you got a little boot camp. But yes, let us learn to show that love. Don't be afraid. Build that relationship with your child. It is very important because our children now, if they are not feeling love, they take into different things. You got drugs out there. You got running
So it's
into
something, yeah.
predators.
Mm,
You don't want those things happening, like the story that she gave earlier. I would hearing that story alone breaks my heart, because that care, that attention was not given to those children. So things like that happen, and you don't want that to be your child. You don't want the streets to teach your children, because the cops are out there. They're especially we, you don't want us to fall into that different category. So let us learn to build that relationship with our children. Let us learn to love our children. Let us learn to be a parent to our children. Please, it is very important. I love you guys. Let's continue to follow the Evelyn Marsh Network. We are on YouTube, we are on Facebook, we are on Twitter, we are on Instagram. Anywhere you can find us, and you can even catch us on LinkedIn as well.
I'm
As
telling you,
always, we're here bringing you hot topic
yes,
after
we
every
are. Yes, we are. And just for closing, for my closing, Jonathan, as you were talking or closing, something came to mind. There was a video sent to my phone this morning, just before I could get dressed for service. And I saw, I think it was in an abandoned house, or a place. I don't know if it was someone's house or whether people lived there. I don't know, but it was few students that were gathered together, and this boy, and they were fighting, two boys, right?
time.
You had their friends standing by, probably cheering them on. And when we talk about building relationship with your kids and teaching them the right thing, these are some of the things. And so they were fighting, and now the floor was a cement floor. Nothing was on the ground, cement. And so this boy picked his friend out up and just slammed him
Mm.
on the ground. And the rest of the kids were standing by.
Hmm.
And the boy that was on the ground started conversing, right?
Jesus.
And they all standing by just watching. Later on, when he started doing that, one of the girls walked over to him and started yelling, held his hand, started yelling. I mean, the blood was shooting out. And
Hmm.
this boy too got afraid, the boy who slammed his friend on the floor. But he stood there over him for a while, probably waiting for him to get up so he can hit him again. I don't know. And he couldn't get up.
Hmm.
And when the girl finally went to lift his hand up, it dropped. And they all started running away.
Poor child just lost his life.
Yes. And like she said, if you don't teach your child, or if you don't have that relationship with your child, if you don't spend quality time with your child and don't be consistent, you have to be consistent, show your child love, listen to your child, be positive, and be a parent to your child and not a friend. Because I think if we try, and I know sometimes parents try and still things happen, but I strongly believe in the Bible, in the Word of God. And you can never go wrong with it. Train up a child in the way they should go. All you have to do your part as a parent. But the double, the triple, and leaving the kids alone most of the time by themselves, for hours, and they are on the social media and stuff like that, it doesn't help. So on this note, let us encourage each other and strengthen one another. Let us love our kids more, have more conversation with them, and also just listen to them. I know we as African parents, it's not easy sometimes, the way how we used to, talking to our kids, oh man, and stuff like that. Oh, shut up. I don't want to listen. I'm tired. Well, get away. All of stuff. Those things, it kind of hurt the kids, and it,
Yeah.
it makes them to feel that you don't love them. And then so they look for something else to fill in that gap. And so let us learn to we are here to learn together as we listen. Leave your comments again. We want to thank you for watching. We want to welcome you I don't think, do we have any comments there? I don't
No.
think we have any comments. But those of you that are watching and that will watch later on, thank you for watching. Thank you for following. Thank you for listening. And until then, we will see you next Sunday by God's grace. We love you and we love you by force. God bless you. Again, this is the Evelyn Marsh Network. And kid, you are.
Cause I'm a Christian now, and things will never again be the same. I know the old is past, for all I think and do anew. Even in troubled times, Jesus let me know they'll in charge. And now I have no fear or doubt, because I know He's there. Oh, in this day, Jesus and me, doing fine, working me right, all the time, telling me that He is mine, makes me keep Him on my mind. He's on my mind, makes me keep Him on my mind. Jesus is on my mind. Yeah. Ooh. Well, He may laugh at me because you've been the going mad. But my mind is made up now against the devil and this world. Feels so good, and do you feel so good living like the children of this world? But I've got Jesus with me, and now I live for Him. Oh, and this day, Jesus and me, doing fine, working me right, all the time, telling me that He is mine, makes me keep Him on my mind. He's on my mind, makes me keep Him on my mind. Jesus is on my mind. Jesus and me, doing fine, working me right, all the time, telling me that He is mine, makes me keep Him on my mind. He's on my mind, makes me keep Him on my mind. So start your life out right with Jesus now. You will be glad that you did. He'll do it for you like He did for me. Now His Spirit helps me out to share His love. I share the secret that keeps Him on my mind. Yes, Jesus and me, we're just doing fine.